From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the London Black Knights.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Thompson to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback set. Taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 30.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 34.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down at the
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Now back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's
all right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find...
And touchdown!
touchdown, London.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Thompson on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the pickup. It's second
and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
From the 5, second and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
For a Seattle Seahawks.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
3rd and 10.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Seahawks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First down, London.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guy.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
And that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a dump off here complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Let's go!
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The 49ers off a win in their opener, looking to make it 2 straight as they lead at home. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 28-10, the final. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 28-13, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barnett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
21-yard line.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense has come up with it.
The quarterback is sacked.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 34 on the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. We'll call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie things at 17 all.
The game at 17.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
He can run for it, and he will.
The quarterback on the scramble. A gain of 9 yards.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
The running back again.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The opportunity was there for them to take the lead with a field goal and get 3. Instead, they want a little more.
Sometimes being a little greedy is not a bad thing, right? I mean, don't just take what they're going to give you or what's evident. Go try and get more. And yes, there's a little bit of a risk to it, but boy, they made it pay off in a big way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And a London first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 9 now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And the lead is up to 14.
His kick is good.
5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Harris. He'll find Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun. Harris.
16-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Throwing again. Harris. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Harris. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. From the gun, Harris. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's Harris on 1st down, rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harris. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And that's good for another.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Harris operating from the gun. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in wrap.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Defense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Check, 59. Let's make it fun.
Harris now from the gun, he'll throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And 10 at their own 28-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down, Black Knights.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Made at his 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Let's go. 52.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
56. Mike, 56.
From the gun, Harris throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Harris's pass. Complete.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Harris. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Harris stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
London about set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2. brings up
The last run got a
8.
couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score, Black Knights.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.